Yeah, you have like no reference, eh? Like
No
you just have to
references.
just go off the bat. No, that is insane.
I was shocked and thinking like, how do you make the assumption that this is a Power Ranger? Maybe I'm blind or something, but I do not see the resemblance. Alright. What's up? My name is KLAX Cosplay. I am currently living in Standerton. I'm originally from East London in the East Cape of South Africa, and I am the SA Greenleaf Champion.
So no, it's an honor for me to be sitting here with you. I'm KLAX. Before Comic-Con, actually, I was there and I told you, if you do manage to win Comic-Con, I will sponsor you with a free interview, and this is also something new I'm doing. So no, I just want to say thank you so much for your time, and I think this is going to be great talking to you.
It's a massive pleasure, and I'm excited for this.
Yeah, me as well, man. Let's go. So let's start off with a quick kicker.
Yeah.
What got you into cosplaying, and who inspires you when you think of the word cosplay?
My journey as a cosplayer has been, looking back, I officially started going by the title as a cosplayer 6 to 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But dress up and costumes have pretty much been in my life since I was since I was little. So I grew into the title as a cosplayer, and what started and inspired my journey as a cosplayer would be a woman by the name of Svetlana from Comic Cosplay. And yeah, the way she introduced me into cosplay, which was now the EVA armor builds and everything, was an eye-opener. And I said to myself, I would actually like to build things like this one day. So yeah, that was... She was my
shout out to Svetlana then. We'll drop the IG.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man. That's great. And have you always been creative? Has it always been something that's pulled you towards it? Or is it something that you developed as you got older?
It was something that has been with me ever since I was still in diapers. I will be honest with that one, because everyone would start looking at my mother and I would still just be sitting there drawing or making things, and they said, you know what, one of these days your son is going to be a very creative person.
Oh.
So it started at a very young age, but it developed. So it's a bit of both.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. I hear them. And what would you say was your first big project? When you got into, when you say you adapted the title of a cosplayer, what was the first thing that made you say, like, okay, I'm here now. This is where we're going with this?
My very first big project, I would say, was when I was doing Gotai from Heroes of Might and Magic when I was still living in Bloemfontein.
Oh, okay.
They had a small little costume competition going on at school, and I wondered, what on earth am I going to do for this one? And while I was playing the game, I was like, oh, let's just do one of the main characters here. So that was where that was my first competition. And even then, I didn't even know what cosplay was. It was just dress up. But that was my first big project.
No, that is insane. And what is one of the toughest processes in building the costume? Is it the designing aspect or the physically building it that you find to be the most, I want to say it would give you a headache, because we all know you love what you do, but it's something that's so interesting when I'm watching you on TikTok or so on, seeing you build this, and I'm like, what is the most challenging part of getting things up and running?
I would say it might be designing it, because you have to go through every nook and cranny of that entire design, and usually you have to work from reference photos, and you won't always get the right reference photo that you need. So then you have to go, whether it's in-game or a TV show or a movie, you have to go and find the literal angle.
We got a wild dog.
Hello.
We got a wild dog.
Yeah, my second lab partner. Okay, go to mom.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah, I give you.
No stress.
Good boy. Go. Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
So I would say it's designing, but once you get the base that you are looking for and have the whole thing planned out and sketched out, then it's easy. Then once you can see every single shape that you need, you can start piecing everything together. So I would say designing is maybe the most difficult.
Oh yeah.
And then once you've figured out your design and you know what you want, putting it together is the easy part.
Yeah, but that's also one thing that you've mentioned now that I'm like, yeah, you have like no reference, eh? Like
No
you just have to just go off the bat. No, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. And I think that's a big thing that makes you stand out as well, because I mean, the concepts that you have pulled off, it's not something you see every day. Like, let's take the wasteland that you're busy doing, for instance, now.
Yeah.
It is very apparent that you have the schematics ingrained into your brain, and I just want to commend you for that.
A big subject that I also want to touch on. Some of the people near you may know that you have been attacked for doing cosplay in town, and how did that experience mold you into leveling up your game? Not only in the cosplay world, but also your motivation and showing others what you can do and what you want to do.
The way that I would say that pretty much just added fuel to the fire, because you know, they always say soldiers are not forged in comfort; they're forged in flames.
Yes.
So just proving the fact that people dislike what I'm doing so much that they have to actually go and physically attack me proves that what I'm doing has an impact, and proves that what I'm doing is right. Because if it's something that's considered really simple or a stupid thing, if it's simple and stupid, why is it bothering everyone?
That is very true. And yeah, man, it's scary. It's scary to think that there are people out there that want to hurt you for being good at what you do. And I really want to encourage you to keep on pushing, because I mean, you're inspiring a lot of creators out there. I mean, me myself, I would never be able to build and do what you do. I don't have that capabilities. But in here, I'm the same. I'm like you, and it's nice seeing other people fighting for what they want and building their passions from the ground up. And now something else that I also want to transition to in a bit more light-hearted mood. How do you feel when you open social media and you see, oh, someone posted you walking around the street saying, oh, here's another Power Ranger? How does that make you feel?
One reason is I'm like, I immediately check what are they saying about me, and then just responding to it is like, guys, I'm a real person, and this video actually made its way back to me. Obviously you guys didn't think it would, but here I am, and let me just explain to you what is going on. Because even when they start posting, they either have some kind of comment, like the one guy that said it's a Power Ranger, and I was shocked and thinking like, how do you make the assumption that this is a Power Ranger? Maybe I'm blind or something, but I do not see the resemblance.
Yeah, I've seen the TikTok.
I've laughed myself to death for hundreds of people mistaking my cosplays, and then other people also are like, but that's so far off.
Yeah. And I also think the longer you go, the more you expand. I think people are noticing it, really.
Yeah.
Do. And yeah, man, you're really reaching new heights. And that's another thing I want to talk about. What is next for you? Comic-Con obviously was one of your biggest dreams, and you went there, and I feel you came, you conquered, and you walked away. Like
I did.
But okay, let's backtrack a bit. Let's talk about Comic-Con. How did that process look like?
That process was both an exciting adventure, but also a very challenging one.
Why would you say that?
I was excited to go up to Comic-Con, but even the process of what I was initially going to do was completely different from what actually ended up happening, because I was expecting to go and do the small things and just go and just reconnect with the whole cosplay thing, because I wanted to actually go and do cosplay because I wanted to enjoy it for once.
Yeah.
And a lot of things started happening in my life, people that had to be removed from my life, toxic relationships that had to be cut off. So it started getting difficult, and I was starting to feel like, okay, I might not be able to make this because I just don't have the spirit for it. And then the one day I was like, hey, no, this is pathetic. No, you can't do this. This has been a whole journey leading up to it. This is a whole process that is halfway there. Can't just give up on it now. So I literally had to pull myself together and say, pick up the materials and start working again. Get a whole new perspective of it and start up. And then it was like, no, don't do the small competition now. Don't do the small sub lineups and stuff. Go and do the big one. I was like, the big one? You mean like SA championships? And it's like, yep, go and do it. So I did it.
And I also saw there's a lot of support there. There's a lot of people that appreciated your work, and I can think that changed an environment.
It definitely did.
Yeah, it made you obviously more motivated, and seeing that there are other people that appreciate what you do, I think that, like you said previously, like, it adds fuel to the fire.
It does, because when I was going there, I was just expecting, you know, just to be like everyone else. I wouldn't stand out as much as other people because it's going to be cosplayers all around. And the first day I walked in there and I was dressed as the White Rabbit from Devil May Cry, all eyes were all of a sudden on me, and it's like 100 people looking at me. It's like, wait, is that him? And I'm like, oh no, are these actually people that know me? And it was, as I'm walking, people look and they start making way for me, like some kind of royalty just walks through. I'm like,
Yes, sir.
I'm not even competing yet. This is like day one. This is not even leading up to the competition. Half of the people don't even know I'm competing. So being around people and actually going there, and they said, some people would stop me and then they realized that who I was, and they look at me and they say, dude, this is where you belong. We better see you here again next year.
Oh man, I think that sense of belonging, once you fulfill that and you understand where you want to go, I think it is the most satisfying things you can experience. And obviously, everything that you've been through, I can't even imagine that feeling. Standing
Yeah.
there, having your hand lifted on stage with this awesome Warwick costume, by the way, like, oh my soul. I think, was that probably one of your biggest projects, or?
That is currently my most advanced project. Out of all the years of learning and practicing the craft and everything, he is at this point the end result of 6 years of learning and building. So he is my most advanced project.
Yeah, oh, man.
And I'm definitely gonna try and see if I can beat if I can beat my current most advanced.
Now, touching on that, can us as viewers get a little sneak peek on what you're planning on next, or are we still keeping it under wraps for now?
What I can tell people to expect is one of the most hulking monstrosities that I have ever encountered in a video game before. So
Oh, goodness.
I'm not afraid to say who I'm cosplaying as next year. I'm actually going to be cosplaying as General Ram from Gears of War.
Bruh. Okay, that is actually crazy. Whoa, stop the camera. Let's talk about Now, being overly excited about that. So what is next before you get to Comic-Con next year? Do you have any other milestones you want to reach before then? Other challenges you have up? And what can we as viewers expect from you?
Well, since it has been over 2 years since my accident has happened, since I was attacked, I am already starting to go back into stunts. So people are going to be expecting more active cosplaying, where it's not just me doing small shorts and stuff for TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to be focusing on more on my YouTube channel and start doing the advanced cinematics that I've been planning on doing for the last 2 years, basically, since the channel has opened up. So I'm going to start doing stunts again. I'm going to do more combat-related cosplays. And as everyone knows, that since General Ram is also going to be making his appearance, it's going to be all the videos that I'm going to be working on. It's going to be like a lead up to what I'm going to do with him. Oh,
that sounds great. And where can we find you on your socials? Can you tell the viewers so we can go check you out and follow your journey?
Yeah. On TikTok, it's KLAX Cosplay, as well as my Instagram and my YouTube. On Facebook, I go by my original name and last name, Jaden Velgemoot, because Facebook was supposed to be for work, and because people wouldn't know who KLAX Cosplay is, they would just search my name, especially because it's here in town.
Yes, sir.
They would look for my original name. So on Facebook, it's my real name, Jaden Velgemoot. But as for all the other media, Instagram, Facebook, not Facebook, but I'm pretty sure if you search on Facebook, it's still going to say my real name and stuff.
Yeah.
So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all KLAX Cosplay.
And brother, and I just want to say it's been an honor talking to you. I think everyone is going to be so inspired hearing what you have and what you still have in store for us. And just know everyone's watching you. There's a lot of people that love you, and keep on doing what you're doing, brother.
And I'll
You're a
definitely
real champ.
do it.
You're a real champ, man. You're a real champ.
As we wrapped up our time with Jaden, it was evident that his passion and dedication to his craft is unwavering. He's a true champion of creativity and self-expression, and his resilience in the face of challenges is an inspiration to us all. With a heart full of enthusiasm and a mind full of ideas, He's poised to take on the future with confidence and excitement.